Can you find me? There is so much to talk about. Let me grab the Apoxy Sculpt and I can yak while I have to knead, and that'll be perfect. So I know it's not time to start, but we'll be doing this again throughout this session. So hopefully people will pick that up. And if not, you guys know that I have a YouTube channel. It's Cape Charles Art. I appreciate you guys for subscribing. I'm thrilled. I got like 25 new followers in the last month. I hounded my friends and family one time, I figured. But I have to tell you, you know, when my mama passed away, she was my rock, my cheerleader, my everything, and we had the blessing to have a beautiful husband who provided everything she needed. She went through different people in the family and visited everybody and stayed with them and stuff before she passed away. And it was neat because she wasn't in the pass away stage at that time, so she was just having a good time even though she was aged. So anyway, so she stayed with a variety of people, and it was a beautiful, I think, gift. Anyway, so the last stop was us, and she stayed for several years, and we painted together in the studio. Okay, let me stop. I'll continue the story if someone reminds me if I forget. Good morning. Oops, I did totally change the picture, Ruth, and it will probably change again. So it was neat that you noticed that, though. Okay, so Apoxy Sculpt is this beautiful epoxy product. It's like your resin that you pour to seal stuff and make molds out of and everything, but it's in the form of a sculpting clay when you get done mixing it. Gosh, you guys, I'm still early, but I'll do it again. So anyway, it's 2 parts, just like most of the resins nowadays, the easier ones, and you just take whatever amount you want. Absolutely, she has a great memory. Okay, so let's just take a little bit because I want to do it again with people. So, you know, if you were going to do this correctly, probably by their instructions, I would always recommend following their instructions. And at this point, I believe their instructions say you should have a mask. So I'm holding this way far away from me in a very airy area. So get about the same amount. That's how I do it, and I've never had a problem doing it like that. But if you want, go ahead and weigh them. You do you. So that's what you do, and then I just kind of flatten them out. And this is the point where you actually smell you know what you're working with epoxy. Okay, so I just flatten them out because you're gonna have to knead this for a little while. Okay, I feel a little dry chunk, so I'm just pulling that out. Where's my trash? All right, and now I'm just gonna roll them together, fold them up, twist them, anything I can think of to bring those 2 pieces together, and just start kneading it. And like I said on the first part of this, if you have arthritis in your hands, and sometimes my stuff does act up, then this is probably not the product for you unless you have good days. So, or if you have someone next to you that can do this for you, because this is really the only time it's really difficult to work with. And it's not if you didn't have, you know, a weakness in your hands or wrists or something like that. So just a heads up, because I don't want you to waste your money. But somebody else can knead this for you. That'd be beautiful. And then you can work with the rest of it. The rest of it's just like Play-Doh, really. So if you can do that, then you know you can do this. Okay, you notice that the color is changing from that poo-poo green to white, which I ordered white, so yay. It comes, as far as I know, in tan, black, and white. So super white, whatever that is, I don't know. It's not transparency, no transparency whatsoever. So. But once it's done, you can set it outside, it's rock hard and all that's really good. You can sand it, drill it, paint it, and all that. So anyway, my mom. Hi guys. So anyway, so she stayed with us, and we had the blessing of seeing her off to explore other worlds, because it's just, you know, she was excited. She knew that there was more, and so she was a beautiful soul, y'all. Anyway, I thought when she passed away that that was going to be the end of it for me. Sherry too. Well, all of us. There's 6 kids. So anyway, but and I thought I will never be loved and accepted in my art or in anything like that. The support that you felt, you know, from someone that tight, so close, so long. Always encouragement, you know. And so, okay, once it gets starting to get sticky and you can't see a variation of color, then just set it aside for a few minutes. And what I like to do is just lay a glove over it. As a matter of fact, you can kind of go like that. And that way it'll start to set like it's supposed to, but still not like dry out. You'll have plenty of time to work with it. So anyway, I was wrong. I feel absolutely loved and supported through all of the art tribe, through all of the family, through the journey and the love that she gave me of painting, to that I'm just getting restored and revived through my painting and creating. And now I understand what she was saying when she said, I just don't think I can live long enough to create everything I want to create. And I'm like, yes. Now I get it. I'm like, oh yeah, Mom, I know, you know. And now I was like, I think I said that the other day. So anyway, but you know, life does literally, actually, truly go on, even after something where you think, you know, years later you're still not healed fully, you know, never will be totally the same. No, it's a different new normal. But I'm telling you, wherever you're at this today, let this day be the day that you decide, you know what those gifts were that they gave me, those joyful memories and stuff, how can I bring that out? How can I do that as a thank you, as a gratitude for being alive, for having those gifts and having that time that you had with whatever loved one. If it was a pet or a person, it doesn't matter. That connection is, you know, what we're healing. So anyway, let art be your healer if that is part of your journey, because it's a beautiful, beautiful healer. So I have talked an ear off, y'all. Hey, Shelly Pearson, welcome. Shannon, my beautiful daughter and moderator. Oh, she has children with broken fingers and strep throat right now. You know, it just happened. So love and light and prayers for that way. Okay, so today is Apoxy Sculpt Day. This is as far as I got on the nightlife painting. I don't know how you guys are doing. I panicked because I had absolutely nothing when I left last time, right, ladies? So let me show you what we're doing, where we're going. Okay, so this is what we're trying to achieve in some form or fashion. There is a hidden, this was my favorite part because my grandfather was a carver, and he would go pick driftwood up and carve it and make tikis, and he'd always have these secret compartments in his tikis that you could take the spear from the tiki and poke it, probably, you know, by his butt. That was my grandfather. Anyway, and then like this latch would pop open and the scroll and the name of the tiki and his story would show up in this scroll. And so when I was building this, I thanked him, my grandfather, who was gone from here, anyway, because that joy of creating, I know, came from him, and the love of just finding magical ways, you know, to intrigue people, entertain himself. So that's where we're going. And so as you're sculpting today and thinking about your design, try and think, where am I going to put that battery pack? And it's actually quite fun. It's not a burden. It's a journey. Enjoy the journey. Okay. Aw, I love your vibe too, Ruth. I always talk to my phone when I see a message. I know you're there. I'm sorry. Anyway, so the way I start is I need to know that the battery pack on both of my fairy lights are the same, because if I change my mind but I've already sculpted, then that's a bummer. So yes, they are the same. And one is a party, all different colors, and one has a glove on it, and it's beautiful white. The amazing thing was I put both of these in here, and I sent out a video to ask people which ones they thought to vote. Look what, anyway, let me shut one light off. But they both looked fine. So one, and you know, we were talking about colors and emotions that come with colors. And so it was really kind of a neat thing to see it, what we had just talked about, because, gosh, guys. Anyway, when I put the colored lights in there, it was definitely a party vibe, a fairy vibe, much more fairy. I would have to work less hard to go into someone's head at fairy with this creation. And that's what we want to do, right? We want to get deeper than their eyes. We want to go into their heart, their soul. We want to stir up some emotion. So that is interesting on that. And then this one to me was magical in its own way, even though it wasn't real bright. I mean, real colorful. If I left the tree white, I thought it would be kind of cool too. Or just kind of pastel colors. So, okay, so that is choice one. Grandpa was awesome, Sherry. Sherry Cora, my sis. My partner in crime. See, Sherry, Mom passed the mantle to you. That's probably why I don't feel like, oh, I'm all alone. Because whenever I need a mom fix, you know who I call. Sherry? Shannon? Troy? All right. And then here's this one. But that's what we're all here for. And you know, some of the art tribe is becoming to be real sisters and kindred spirits as well. And I appreciate that so much. We all need each other. All right, so you probably can't see a lot of the party. So what do you think? I'm tendency to go to the clear colored. It's so funny. Sherry and I both do art, and we're like totally opposite, and we both have the same mama. Colorful. Okay. And that was the colorful too. Okay. Wow. See, well, I've had problems in the past with choosing color. I'm changing that now. Talking sweet to myself. Okay, yeah, you know, if I'm ever going to use the color, this is probably my only opportunity. Okay. Sweet. Well, that's a good thing. A very good thing. You guys are the best. All right, let's play with our Apoxy Sculpt before we can no longer. Hey, so check it out. I left the foil in here because I came in today. Remember that scrawny little thing I had all the way up to here? Well, you know when I said if you bust it off, you're going to break the wood? So you know me. If it says it, then I have to be able to try it. So I thought, well, now's a good time to try it. So I busted it off, but because it was so tiny, it only took up just a tiny piece of the surface of the wood, but it is true. So even if it's only set overnight, and it wasn't even like 24 hours, I don't think, when I started doing that. So, you know, that's fixable. But I figured if I was going to do that, I'll do it now. So that's done. Also, when I did that skinny little thing, I couldn't get any form, any shape. It was still too wet to work with, and it was just not enough area to work with. So give yourself plenty of, you know, product in the beginning to work with, and then you can mix up some more. But that was just too tiny, epic fail. I'm new to Apoxy Sculpt, basically. I've had it on my shelf for a long time, but I don't have a lot of products with it. So we're playing in it together today. So then I got the foil after watching a sculptor last night on YouTube. He was amazing, of course, but he grabbed foil, and I thought, I know that. But it's good to remember. And so, and he wasn't working with Apoxy Sculpt, but I know they had said that I could. So I grabbed foil, and I made a tree out of the foil, twisted it up, and then just covered the beautiful, absolute beautiful, much lighter than this would have been, much less expensive too, because this little tub of Apoxy Sculpt, it comes in a set. They'll send you the set, whatever color you choose. And it was $34 from Amazon. So, but it does go a long way. And so don't get the big one thinking, okay, that's not enough for me. Because if you can't get through it, then it'll dry and you won't be able to use it. So, I mean, get it if you want to. You know you. I tried, didn't work. Had to waste product, sad. So, all right. So we've already got our Apoxy Sculpt, and it's just epoxy in clay form, basically. So you mix half of one and half of the other. Just weigh it if you want to. Follow all their instructions, safety precautions. Oh guys, I forgot to tell you, Unicorn Spit Lady showed up on my live last time. And when I saw her commenting about what else you could do with unicorn spit, you know, I'm intrigued. And I knew it said the do-it-yourself dingbat thing, her page, Michelle Nicole, anyway, on TikTok. But everyone's been spamming and doing fake pages, so it just needed again for a little while. Anyway, so when I saw that, I know two Michelles. One just had a set of twins, so I know she was not watching. And the other is that one, and I thought, no way is that the Unicorn Spit Lady showing up in the live, and it was her. So when I got off my live, I went and I checked to see if that was really her, and when I came back, she had a message, and she offered me an affiliate link. I'm in the process of it to see if she approves or not, and so when I'm talking up the spit that I love so much, anyway, I'll have a link, and if you guys, you know, because there's so many people. The other day I did a poem. You can hear the air coming out of this. I did a poll, and it was how many people have used or, you know, tried unicorn spit, and 18%, that was it, had ever heard of it. And I'm like, oh, that's just wrong, because as creators, it's amazing. So am I proud to have an affiliate link, first link to my favorite product of all time? Heck yes. And the best part, let me tell you what, don't ever think that life's bad, because it's a beautiful, beautiful surprise. I got off the phone, I called my sis or text and said, worst live ever, because everything was going wrong. I couldn't get anything to work from this end. I don't know what you saw. It was difficult over here. Anyway, and she said, no, it wasn't. She's always good. And then I get back to my thing, and I get that affiliate link offer thing, and I thought, on my worst live ever. But you realize, just be, you know, I was just being, I suffered through it, I made it through it, and it didn't matter. The universe, God, whoever you look to, really comes through for you and is working for you whether you know it or not, okay? So thank you, Unicorn Spit Lady. You made my day. All right. We had fun. Ruth, thank you so much. You guys are the best, most uplifting people, seriously. Okay, I'm going to take half of this, and then I'm going to cover up this other half on that. And I'm just going to make a, first I'm taking these gloves off because I just can't stand it anymore. Once it's kneaded to that point, all those fumes are gone, guys. So you're good. And you actually can start working with it with your hands. Now, they do have an Apoxy Sculpt liquid of some sort that, like, when you get to the smoothing stages, you can use like on a brush and smooth areas and things like that. All of my epoxy work is so clumpy because, one, I am not a sculptor yet. I'm working towards it. But you know, I haven't got the techniques and stuff like that. So because of that, I go for clumpy designs. It's like, you know, find me something clumpy, give me tree bark, right? So make it fun for you while you're learning. Don't like go, you know, do what you want. Do what inspires you, you know. But I would just recommend, for me anyway, to try to find clumpy things because your stuff's going to be clumpy for a little while. Just saying. And if it's not, bravo, you found your niche. All right, I'm going to take just some of this. You can work with this for quite some time, and you can even get it thinner than this if you have the right sheets of plastic and rolling pins and all that. But I'm just going to lay this over my aluminum foil branch, like that. And the nice thing about the foil that I know is now I have something to push down on, you know, and it doesn't just cave in the whole thing. So I have to turn it. Oh, this is going to be fun, guys. This is going to be so cool. I hope you're doing it. I mean, you could stop at any point. You wouldn't have to sculpt. You could just paint something, throw fairy lights in there, and resin it, you know. But the fun part is coming up. It's really a fun project all the way through. Okay, I don't know what I'm going to do with this. Right now it looks like a wishbone, a goalpost, something like that. It's like boom. But it's coming. I want it kind of weird looking. You know, just because it's trees doesn't have to be what trees normally look like. It shouldn't be, I wouldn't think, since we're in fairyland over here. So that just gives your creativity, inner child, a chance to just go crazy. And let's do that. I want to shape a branch coming off of a branch. See if I can do that. Can you guys see this at all? Are you having a hard time? Oh, I'm so glad. Yeah. Oh, man. You're going to love it. Oh, and she said, Unicorn Spit Lady said, you can make alcohol inks with the unicorn spit. And, you know, I know it. I know they love each other. Alcohol and unicorn spit love each other. I found that out on my own. So when she said that, and she's got a recipe and everything, and she's produced a book. It's not produced. What is it? Authored a book, and she offered me to go to her website, michellenicoles.com, and pick up her unicorn spit book. And of course we did. I had to wait for my husband because it's all tech stuff, simple tech stuff, but I still. So anyway, and then so because I wasn't responding quickly, I was afraid she was like, she doesn't even care. Forget it, you know? And I was so excited. I couldn't wait for him to get home. I mean, I waited all day long and like a kid at Christmas. And so, but I wrote to her and I said, you know, I'm waiting. It was hard to confess because, you know, you want to be, you know, a businesswoman and all this 23. And I'm like, I have to wait for my husband to get home. so he can do it because I don't do any of that. And I said I sound like a 1950s housewife. But she was very gracious, and she's like, I understand, just do. And then she told me, but I just waited because I know me. Oh, you can see it. Thank you so much. All right, so what I have is a variety of weird little cheap tools that I found at Walmart or wherever. They could be anything like this, and it can be popsicle sticks, you name it, grab it. If it works for you, golden. That's what you do. And let me find my, hold on. And I found that not only do I like the, what is it, foil, but I like the plastic wrap, because when you are going to make a groove, I'll just go ahead and try and make a groove and see. You may not be able to see it here, but if you go to Cape Charles Art YouTube after, when it gets to this part, you guys, and I'm explaining stuff, I'll make sure that when I edit it, I'll zoom in and get you a better view. Lord willing and the creek don't rise. If I forget, I apologize. I'll make shorts. I'll help you out. Anyway, so here you are, and you want to make a, say you want to make a line. Ooh, this is nice for smoothing too. Oh, you guys. So just straight from the kitchen. That's right. I don't think it's gonna matter if it's glad or anything else. Now's your opportunity if you want to change the shape of things. Now's your opportunity to do it, because after a little while you will not be able to. And so you just lay it on there. I think I do want them both coming over like that. Like a wind. Yes, ma'am. I gotcha. My artsy inner selves. I have several. They're all telling me what to do. And every once in a while they leave me hanging like it's a joke, right? Do you guys have that experience, or do I sound like a wacko? But you know, when you're creating, your brain is going, there's a fight going on. Okay, so back to this again. Take that. I want to push this edge in and get lines, right? So, show you what I got. Got some weird looking lines, not tree lines, but let me see if these. So those are nice smooth lines. But if I put them in with just the spoon, first of all, it sticks to my, I mean, they're deeper like that. They're more defined. So maybe I should do that first. I don't know. Just exposed my aluminum foil. But anyway, with the spoon, just the spoon edge alone, they're much more defined. But harder to get your, spoon back out and stuff. So I'm thinking in the very beginning, when it's the most, I think I'll just go ahead and do this anyway, because it's most sticky early on. And I'm going to try some other tools just for fun. Let me see. Oh, yeah. See, now that's just a pointy little whatever, metal. Oh, you guys, how fun is this? You get to do a painting, and then you get to do a sculpting. Then you get to engineer the thing, because you've got to figure out how to hide the battery pack and place it in an accessible area where they don't mind going to show off your painting, and flip that on. Who wouldn't love that? Honey, it's gold. You're welcome. It's not, I don't know. It's my inner child that found that. Credit to that one. Oh, I'm sure they've been out there, but I did not. I did not find that out there. I found that in here. And you know, it just makes you excited about that. Just think, what else is in there? I look at you guys' art all the time. I go to other people's lives constantly. And I may not stay in there long, but I love it because every time I go, I see growth. And it's encouraging. I just want some more of those same veins, grooves. Are anybody working with Apoxy Sculpt right now? Anybody? Or painting? Must be genetic. Yes. Yes. You know, I do a lot of the seascapes because I love the ocean. It makes me cry, makes me whole, it makes me joyful, it makes me stand in awe of everything, you know. And so there's a lot of ocean in my work. And the beautiful thing is, the ocean and under the ocean, in the ocean sea bed, is all beautiful things like these. Things that can be bumpy, coral and seaweed and grasses and rocks and sands and shells, and just, can you imagine doing one like this in ocean? Yes? Yes, you can. I'm gonna do it again one of these days. Oh, I've got a brush. Wrong end. Okay, so I put this on in this trunk this morning, and it's to the point right now that I can still carve it, I can still dent it. So that's amazing, because that was before you guys, so that's cool. But it's getting to the point where I better be done. The thing is, the beauty of it is this can totally dry for however long you want it, and then I can come back in and grab another piece of Apoxy Sculpt, mush it up, and keep adding. So you could just, you know, have a project that sits over in the corner for a while, and you go to it whenever you want to stop doing whatever's frustrating you, or you need a break on something else, or just for some different entertainment, for creative entertainment. I think I'll do a foil again. We need another branch. So what I have is these little Dollar Tree foils, and I used 2 of them together for the long sweeping part this morning, and that worked out, so no rhyme or reason. I love that you can do it in pieces, you know. Yeah, man, there's, oh gosh, you guys, there's even more news. I just can't. So many good things. Ed, my brother, is a musician, guitarist, piano, drums, everything, but rips fire on guitar. Anyway, he's been a musician ever since I've known him, and he's my brother. You get it? But, and of course, he lives in Nashville. And, you know, he's open for Vince Gill, and I can't even tell you. I texted him last night or messaged him and said, give me something from you, because it's been so long. I'm sure he's done a gazillion other things. But anyway, he is, because I keep getting copyright infringement things when I post stuff with the music, he is giving me background music. And you all, he can play anything. And not only can he play, he pours himself into it. He's my brother. You are gonna love him. And one of these days we're going live together. And it was funny because I said a long time ago, you can twist this as tight or as loose as you want. I like to do it tight. So I said a long time ago, we were all just hanging out. It was some family reunion or something. And I said, you know what I want to do before I die? Bucket list thing. You know, I want to do a stand-up comedy thing just once. And he says, I love Ed, you will too. He says, I'm in. Just that fast. You know, everyone else looks like I've grown a third eye at me, you know, just like, but anyway, there won't be that. I'm just saying, he is charismatic and a beautiful soul and the favorite of the family, Mama's favorite, and everybody knew it and so did he. I think we got him a shirt that said so. Anyway, no, you're gonna love him. I just can't wait. So I just wrapped it around and now I'm just smushing it in and working it down the shaft of the aluminum because I'm really trying to cheapen up this thing, make it as inexpensive in the epoxy sculpt area as possible since it is a pricey medium for me. So that's one way to do it. You just basically thinly coat it like this. Just keep spreading it down. And it's perfect. It'll be perfectly fine. If you come back, if there's any holes, then just do a little patch. Maybe that's where another branch is going to come out. Maybe there's a bird. Maybe there's a fairy. Maybe there's someone swinging in it. Shall I go on? Oh, he does. Shannon, you're right. He tells stories with his guitar. And he asked, you know, what do you want me to do? You know, and I said, Ed, I want you. I want your soul. I want him to be free to do what he does, you know? And I think that's why I have such a blast is because I'm surrounded by a beautiful family and tribe that wants me to enjoy my life and just do what makes me happy. And I gave myself permission to do that. And it's fabulous. So if you haven't done that yet, I'm here to support you, and I'm telling you right now, I got you. You are going to grow, and you are going to love this life so much. And your art journey is going to just go crazy. Just start experimenting and playing, learning who you are as an artist, what you can discover, what mediums you can mix together. Be careful. Don't blow up or anything. All right, now this is ooh, a wand. I make wands. I never thought of this for a wand. Uh-oh, people. Hold on one second. I gotta get this off my hands. It's getting to me. It's not getting to me. There's nothing happening. I'm just saying. Yeah, I don't like my hands being dirty. Hold on a sec. So, we're going to take a break. I need to take a break, so I thought I'd just do a pit stop. So this is a wand I made from a chopstick. Isn't that cool? And it's got a real amethyst stone. I just think they're so magical. So cool. Anyway, so if you're into that, oh my gosh, you could stick, ooh, I had a crystal. I was going to use a crystal. Anyway, you could stick crystals in there right then. Do your little twisted vine wand, put your crystals and your gems or whatever it is you want to do. And then, oh my gosh, when it's hard, it's not heavy. So that would be beautiful. Yep. Let's do wands. That would be fun. Everyone's into cosplay. I'm not really into it. I'm into the art of it. And I will go and look at their costumes and their makeup and their whole thing is just amazing. I don't know if I want another one here, but I think I might. I don't know where to put it. have tons of crystals, girlfriend. Oh. You are speaking my language now. I love crystals. It's not a thing. I'm not like a witch. No harshness against witches. I love everybody, but I love crystals. I think it's something, you know, I think I'm supposed to love crystals. Seriously, it's part of who I am. My mom loved crystals. She loved rocks. She loved anything like that. I do too. So does Shannon. We all, it's just, I think it's that creative thing, you know, that generational, spiritual, what you were born to do. And it's just that, ooh, colors that you can see through. Such a kid. I have to shape this into something before it sets, y'all. I don't know what I'm doing with it. Oh, you're wearing an amethyst bracelet now. Beautiful. So I just figured out it doesn't have to keep going. I can just take this off, right? I can't. This stuff's stronger than you think. All right, I'm just going to make it really tiny then, and it's going to become a little tiny, tiny branch. Or else it's going to just break off. There you go. I'll use that again. All right. Okay, I'm going to have to make this bigger anyway because I need to put a battery pack somewhere over here. Something's just not right. I'm gonna have like room for fairy lights. Oh my gosh, you guys, I'm gonna make a swing. It just hit me. Yes, I am. If I can. Oh. That would be great. I'm just basically smushing it in. I have no idea what I'm doing. But if I'm going to make a swing, I want it to make it really sturdy. I want to make sure that, you know, because if you do stuff like that in your art, everyone's going to go like that, you know. So it's going to have to be sturdy or placed out of reach. Definitely out of reach from children. It's like, look at the pretty thing, don't touch it. Maybe it's not a good idea. I think it is. But I really think this is so big. Do I have any epoxy sculpt left at all? Yeah. You are sure I can make a swing? Oh, my love. My daughter, my encourager. Thank you. We're trying to help each other correct the negativity that just we have formed in our lives, right? Every time you say something negative or, you know, just reinforces that thought. So it takes action. It takes action on your part to stop that. And for me, I know from quitting other things in my life, I can't quit something until I replace it. It leaves a hole, correct? So when you, to me, when I try to quit something, I better have something I love more than that, because it's got to fill the hole. That's how it's worked with me, and so far, so good. So anyway, I don't know where I was going with that. Tidbits. It'll come back to me. Oh, just speaking positive, you know. It's not enough just to not say something bad about yourself because your brain's thinking still. So you have to, you know, and this is just what has helped me. If receive it if you can, if you want. You know, you have to actually speak, because you have spoke before harsh things to yourself. This is ugly, you're ugly, whatever it is that you say to yourself. You have to actually speak. You're beautiful. You're beautiful. You are successful. You are peace. You're at peace. You're loved. Your inner child is loved. And you know what? It's not crazy, folks. It really works. Honestly, it really works. And why wouldn't you? Don't you do that to your children, right? You encourage them. It hurts your feelings when someone, and it makes you mad like a mama bear, when someone hurts your kids, right? You are just as worthy as your children to treat yourself with respect and honor and enjoy your process, you know, and really just become a kid again. Just let yourself go and play. And speak good to yourself. You're going to be with yourself all of your life. You might as well love yourself. All right, I'm going to have to trim down the aluminum foil for sure on that branch. But I want to leave it as aluminum because right now I know I can move it around and stuff. So that's a good thing. So let me just show you so far. You know, this could be an interesting piece if nothing else, right? Now you take this concept and you go crazy in your own spirit with your own inner child and think, what tickles me? Underwater, in space, maybe it's just a mushroom. Make a big mushroom. Wouldn't that be cute? You could make this whole thing a mushroom and then a door, and it would look like, you know, it's just endless possibilities, as Shannon would say. Yes, well, I'll tell you, there's a lot of mama bears in this. That's right. That is correct. All right, I'm going to take a, actually, I think we're done. I don't think we're even going to take a break. That's it, because I got to get stuff done. So, but if you have any questions, let me hang around for about 5 minutes on the Apoxy Sculpt. Anybody? I got mine from Amazon, and it was $34. It comes in a set, black, white, or tan. And I've used quite a bit, and look, I have quite a bit left. I mean, it does go a long ways. Same with the unicorn spit. And I am just absolutely thrilled to learn that we can make alcohol inks with unicorn spit that really work. And I will get in touch with Michelle Nicole, my unicorn spit guru. And she gave me the recipes. So I've been writing things down and printing things out, and I can't wait to share it with you all. And she wants to share it, and she just, you know, that's why the link, that I get an affiliate link, so that more people can get an opportunity to try this stuff. It's just absolutely fabulous. So after you paint it, do you have to seal it? The Apoxy Sculpt, no. I say no because I'm trying to think. What did I do to that? I don't think I did. Yes, I did. I apologize. Because I did unicorn spit this. So before I put my resin in, well, I did one layer of resin and with my lights, and then finished my epoxy and sprayed, covered, sprayed, then the last layer of resin. So I'm trying to think. I know it has to be sealed because it's unicorn spit. But thanks for asking. I guess it depends on what you're painting it with. Like unicorn spit for sure would need to be sealed. So that's a good question. And then acrylics, you know, I always want to seal everything, so, but if you did not paint it, it does not need to be sealed. And that is a beautiful thing, because, you know, you could have a whole thing in just a big white tree with white lights. It's gonna be beautiful, I think, guys. Thank you for the question. All right, here for social. Welcome. Yeah, I'm just bailing, but thanks for showing up, you guys. I'm sorry if I've missed you, and I know I miss a lot of people as you come through. I really appreciate each one of you, and it really does matter for the algorithm gods. So I appreciate the likes and everything, and especially the follows. Please check out Cape Charles Art on YouTube and subscribe. It's free, and that's where I post all of my lives. So if you want to go back and rewatch a section or you missed something, that's where you go. So thanks for hanging out, Val. Love you, sis. And your crystals. Ruth, I don't know if you're still here, but thanks. And Sherry and Shannon, you know you are a part of me. Love you. Love and light. Bye.